Oh, you know. That's Travis. I'm Kevin. And this is H&H Prospecting. First of all, we want to say thank you. 100 subscribers. That's awesome. Appreciate all you guys. Hopefully soon we'll get some stickers and some t-shirts made and do some giveaways, maybe some pay dirt, hopefully soon. Thanks everyone. We're out at the new Republic Mining Club claim. They got 2 of them out here in the Steamboat District on Brush Creek. We are back at it again with our little 2-inch trash pump running the 1.5-inch nozzle. Cleaning out this little hole here. Everything's set up, pretty much ready to go. So with that, as always, let's get that shiny. I hate that it starts for you on the first pull every time. I hate it. So again, real quick talk about the system. Intake's down there. Did have to put a rock on it to keep it from falling. High pressure. Down to the dredge nozzle. Alright, we're getting ready to do our first clean out of the day, take a little break. It looks like, and I wanted to show it on camera before we shut it off, but it looks like there is a bunch of mercury actually in the test mats, or sighting mats. Test mats, sighting mats. Not sure if you'll be able to see all the little pieces of silver in there, or what looks like silver metallic things. Get out of the way, Star-Lord, you're taking up the shot. There's some big pieces of it, man. Now, the reason that you may see mercury while you're out mining back in the day, the old timers, especially the Chinese, they basically go all the way up creek, drop a big old ball of mercury in the water, and the ball of mercury would roll down, get caught in a trap or a hole, kind of like the one that Travis is in now. And as that mercury rolls down, it's actually going to collect gold and pick up gold. So, two really good things when you do see mercury in your mats like that. One, you're removing mercury from the water. You're actually making the waterways healthier and better. Go miners. Number two, mercury's not going to fall by itself, it's going to fall with gold. If you're finding mercury, you're finding gold. So we're going to shut this off, clean it out. I'm going to talk a little bit why we actually picked this section of the claim to dig on, and we'll go from there. Travis has been a tripper. He's been going about 2 hours straight. It's a pretty nice hole, Trav. Alright, so we're taking a little lunch break. Travis over there getting down. He deserves it. Kind of want to talk about for a second why we chose this spot, where we're digging, why we chose it originally, and then what it's showing why we want to keep going and keep chasing the hole that Travis has found. If we look up the creek here, you can kind of see at low water like it is now, that it comes and flows, and then it turns and it starts dropping. But you can also see that it's pulling up here. My chair's in the way. But as the water's fuller, what that means is, what it's kind of showing is the water is actually going to come rushing down along this bank. You're still going to have that undercurrent that's going to push up underneath that bedrock. And it's basically going to cause a big whirlpool pushing along this bank into that big exposed bedrock there and dumping right into this hole. And so far, that seems to be what's true. You can also come and see this exposed bedrock to see all the veins and veins and veins of big quartz. It's also a good sign what you're looking for. Creek is flowing this way. All the cracks. Well, more of a 45, I guess, through there, which is actually allowing things to be trapped. I didn't even realize until now that that quartz vein, Travis, is actually pointing right into your hole that you're going in. So that's the signs that we were looking for. Now that we've actually been digging, pulling out big, huge rocks, that was something else about this creek. As we went up and down this creek, you could already see exposed bedrock all the way through, which is great because that means easy work. But there's nothing deposited there, which means the water's moving super fast through there, not leaving any material to dig or no gold. So as we came down the creek, this is, kind of the first spots where we actually seen big rocks deposited. You can see we pulled out some really big boulders out of these holes, and small gravels where we haven't got into yet. So that was what we were looking for. This is what we found. This is where we started to dig. And what we found as Travis has gone down that hole, so much iron. Big pieces of old iron, big old bolts, square nails, and as we've shown you in the sluice, what looks to be mercury. We haven't pulled those gold hog mats out yet to see exactly, but yeah, I can actually see now that's kind of dried and sitting on the, wow, it is. Those are big chunks. Big chunks of mercury, which means that's just full of gold. So right on. So that's how we know that we're on the right spot without actually seeing the gold in the mats yet. We'll pull them out, do some test pans, and see what we see. So now the goal is we're just going to keep cleaning out this whole hole. See what comes up. Talk a little bit about the system that we're running again here too, just in case you haven't seen it in the past. You're a new viewer. If you're a new viewer, thanks for tuning in. If you're already a subscriber, we appreciate you. Hope to earn your views and more subscriptions. So, it's this 2-inch trash pump from Harbor Freight. Nothing special. 180 bucks. You got your 2-inch in. I did just put a rock in there to keep that, because it's not a very big hole. But you see I do have water flowing, keeping that full. We have this reduced to a 1-inch for the particular dredge nozzle that we're using now. That causes your high pressure. That's going to come, forcing the water back down the dredge nozzle and causing a vacuum up top. That's going to send it back to our custom-made hopper box by Travis Truly, which is just an aluminum hood that he cut and bended and banged together. I like the way that it works, because as the material comes in, it actually drops inside the hopper box, because it blasts on the back of this, and that material actually sits there and swirls, so any clay is actually being forced to break up before it comes down the mat, or down the hopper, or down the sluice. That's just a good old Keen, I think A35 model, I believe. This is just used as a dampening mat, just old sand mats for your river sluice. What that does is it forces the water to kind of slow down again. All that material gets kind of caught behind there, makes it break up more before it comes down the sluice. And we are running the Gold Hogs. I have the 3 talons and the 2 mother loads. And no matter how much material that we put through this, we cannot seem to get them to bury. It seems you can pretty much run until you run out of gas, and I haven't seen a riffle get buried yet. Like that, there is nice. Another big nail, big piece of iron, caught right there in the top riffle, right where it should be. Yeah, those are definitely big chunks of mercury. That looks like a piece of specimen gold with some quartz on it. Exciting. Sure is great to be able to part of that Republic mining claim, constantly adding new ones for us to come and check out. A lot of people out today. I've seen 3 or 4 other club members, at least seen, and I know there's other vehicles around out here, so hopefully everybody else is finding some good color. We're going to get those Gold Hog mats pulled out, get some more of this bigger material cleaned out of here so we can get down to that bedrock, and keep finding some more shiny. I think I'm going to have me a sandwich. So we've got everything all cleaned out, panned down, and what we end up with, besides the pickers that we pull out of the mats, is a big old nice soft ball of mercury, which means all of our gold is actually seeing it. Oh, I can see the gold kind of rolling around and sitting on the outside of it. So what we'll have to do, look, it just split into 2. Let's take it home, cook it off, clean it out, see what's left inside of it. Awesome. Good day. Alright, so we got everything cleaned up and pulled out of our hole. Down there was our nice, steep, fun little, I don't want to call it trails and steps, it was more of a slip and slide for me today. Got our carts all loaded up and ready to go. We got about 150 yards or so up to the truck. Easier just to load them up on these carts and go on up. Again, we want to do a big thank you to Republic Mining, Danny Danny and Kirby, you guys are the best. We really appreciate you guys putting these together for us so we can come out and do some mining, do some prospecting. Otherwise, you know, again, on claims that we'd never be able to get on before. We found some really nice chunky gold today. It's all caught up in that Mercury now though, so we'll have to take that Mercury and get it all burned off and get the gold cleaned out of it. Also, again, thank you Sam and Rich at Armadillo Prospecting there in Grants Pass. Sure is nice. We sure are lucky to have a shop in our area where we can just go and get what we need when we need it. Also, thank you to String Theory Studios. He is on YouTube now as well. Check him out. Guys, if you have the opportunity to join a mining club, do it. It's definitely the way to go. We spent 2 years digging around on public places and barely found, you know, fly poop, and now we're actually finding chunky nuggets. So we highly suggest you do it, alright? Get out there. Most importantly, get out there, get that shiny.